So there's a new trailer for Monarch, Legacy of Monsters Season 2. This includes Kong, Godzilla, and a new monster called Titan X. So in this part, it looks like the sound vibrations are coming under the water. It could be this new creature making those sounds as it approaches the ship. Then we have a look at these massive tentacles with claws, and it just wraps around a small boat, crushes it, and pulls it down. Those claws on the tentacles are going to pierce into flesh when it gets a hold of something like Kong or even Godzilla. So those are dangerous if it wraps around you. Then we have a group of choppers flying into a storm in the ocean, which could be the same Skull Island we saw before. There's a scene when someone would open a rift, which is kind of like a portal, and this would release Titan X. So this creature is like a mix of a dragon with tentacles, and it's not only based in water, but it seems to emerge from under the ground in this scene. There's a part where Titan X swims past a whale, so this gives you a scale of how massive it is. We see carvings of this Titan with some fish nearby, and images of humans with spears, so it's something that humans encountered a long time ago. There's a part when we see the face of this Titan X creature from the front. It's got these glowing horns. Another scene would give us a closer look from the side of its face. Those spiky horns are not glowing anymore, but it seems it's got 2 eyes or 2 pupils. This could be some genetic mutation, or it's a normal thing for this species to have. We don't know. Someone says this Titan X is like a god and the sea creatures would worship it. So this creature, Titan X, is being tracked by humans, and it's heading somewhere, but on the way of its path, hundreds of thousands of people are in the way, and they don't know what it wants. This part shows the creature, Titan X, emerging from the water, and the color of the spiky parts on the body are now red, and these massive tentacles are seen beside it. We do see another shot of Titan X from the back, where only part of it is shown, as it swims into the ocean. So the humans would realize that the only way to fight this Titan X creature is by using Kong and Godzilla. So a team is sent to Skull Island, which is why we saw choppers earlier. So they need a plan to get Kong and Godzilla together in the same location as Titan X, but in doing so, this could make things worse. But it looks like this creature actually goes on Skull Island and then Godzilla maybe shows up later on. I think for some time, Kong is going to fight against Titan X one-on-one, at least until Godzilla shows up. Another part shows a human being chased by some large creature. It's behind him, but it's really hard to make out. There's one scene where a group of fighter jets are following Titan X, and in this scene, it takes place in the ocean. You can see those large spikes on its back, then the tentacles come up and destroy one of the jets. And we see Godzilla on land, and he's already being attacked by possibly the military. It then goes back to that scene with opening the rift, and the tentacles of Titan X are just going everywhere. One of the characters gets pulled up into the trees by something with these really large curvy teeth, and this reminds me of a Venus flytrap. We get to see Titan X open its mouth to see the many sets of teeth it has, but I did find another picture in better quality. It seems like this creature, Titan X, would spend most of its time in the water, but it also makes appearances on land. And you can see the spiky parts on the back are now once again red. The trailer ends with Kong showing up and fighting against Titan X, and this seems to be taking place on Skull Island. Kong throws a massive punch on the creature's face, and the trailer stops there. When I see these creatures, I think maybe Titan X was a god of the sea or the ocean. This one is about Shimu, who could be the god of ice or frost, and Ghidorah could be the god of lightning or storms. So that's it for this breakdown on this video trailer. What are your thoughts? Tell me in the comments, and I'll see you later. I also have 2 links on my channel. For anyone that wants to help out, you will get mentioned in future videos as a supporter.